Welcome everyone. Today we will talk about the perspective drawing, an essential technique in architecture and design that helps us represent three-dimensional objects on a two-dimensional surface like paper or a screen. Perspective drawing mimics the way the human eye perceives depth, distance, and space. It makes flat images look realistic and dimensional. However, perspective most often brings to mind the drawing system of linear perspective. Linear perspective is a technique for describing three-dimensional volumes and spatial relationships on a two-dimensional surface by means of lines that converge as they recede into the depth of drawing. The word perspective comes from Latin words meaning to see through, and in the art and design, perspective drawing can be interpreted as creating the illusion of depth by seeing through geometric forms. Why is perspective drawing important? It helps to draw the three-dimensional spaces and objects on a two-dimensional surface, creating depth and distance. It enhances realism and provides a sense of scale, proportion, and spatial relationships. When we talk about its application and uses, it is used in various sectors like architecture and urban planning, construction department, art and design, visualization, and education department. In the architecture and urban planning, used to visualize buildings, street, and landscape. In the construction department, perspective drawing helps in communicating designs clearly to engineers and clients, and also essential for art and design for creating realistic drawings and sketches. There is lot of confusion is created in our mind that how metric projections and perspective drawings are differ from each other. Like, what is the difference between metric projection and perspective drawing? Metric projection is also a three-dimensional object using a type of orthographic projection. Metric projection is also the method of representing three-dimensional object in architecture using a type of orthographic projection. With the help of using metric projection, we can convey distance, dimensions, proportions, and spatial relationships accurately without distortion. There are three types of metric projection. First one is trimetric, second one is dimetric, and other one is isometric. Trimetric is made in which none of the angles are equal. In the dimetric, two angles are equal. And isometric, all the angles are equal. There are many aspects to see the difference between metric projection and perspective drawing. If we talk about the purpose of both, the metric projection gives accurate technical representation, but the perspective drawing gives realistic visualization only. When we discuss the scale aspect, in the metric projection, objects are true to size, but in the perspective drawing, it can provide depth, illusion for realism. In the metric projection, all lines remain parallel, but perspective drawings lines converge at vanishing points. We can provide floor plans, blueprints using metric projection, but perspective drawing gives only conceptual design and presentation. If we talk about its visual effect, metric drawing gives flat and technical drawing, but perspective drawings gives dynamic and engaging drawings. You can also see the differences between the metric drawing and perspective drawing shown in the figure. Before diving into techniques, let's understand the key terms of perspective drawing. Ground plane. It is a horizontal plane on which the object is assumed to be situated. Station point is the observer's viewpoint, and picture plane is transparent vertical plane where perspective is created. If we talk about the horizontal plane, it is the imaginary plane at the level of eye. Ground line is the line of intersection of the picture plane with the ground plane is called the ground line. Horizon line represents eye level. Vanishing points lie on this line. And vanishing point is the point where parallel lines appear to converge. It is also known as center of vision. If we discuss the angle of vision, that how does human vision perceive spatial depth? So angle of vision is angle subtended by eye in horizontal or vertical direction in which one can visualize the things clearly. Horizontal and vertical angle of vision is generally 60 degree and 45 respectively. These angles define clear vision limits in a scene. Vanishing point, a point on the horizon line where receding parallel lines meet, creating a depth illusion. There are three types of perspective drawing. First one point perspective, in which one vanishing point is creating the object. 2-point perspective, in which two vanishing points creating the object in 3D. 3-point perspective, 3 vanishing points created bird's eye view and worm's eye view. The differences are shown in the figure. If we discuss the first one-point perspective, when an object faces the picture plane, all receding lines meet at one vanishing point. This type of perspective drawing creates the strong focal point in a sketch. With the help of one-point perspective, we can depict hallways, streets, interior views, and etc. There are some examples are shown in the figure. Let us discuss the first problem in one-point perspective. Let's discuss the 2-point perspective. When an object is placed at an angle, its two receding faces converge at two vanishing points. This type of perspective used to showing two sides of a building. It can also help to create street corner views. There are some examples are shown in the figure. Let's discuss the second problem in 2-point perspective. Firstly, create the ground line, horizontal line and picture plane according to the question. Then place the object in the picture plane. As we know, in the picture plane, plan of the object is to shown as per the problem. And also place the both vanishing points at the angle of the object parallel to each other at 30 degree. After the discussion of 2-point perspective, there is 3-point perspective, when all three faces of an object are inclined, giving depth with 3 vanishing points. Using 3-point perspective, we can create bird's eye view, looking down at an object, and one's eye view, looking up at an object. Some examples are shown in the figure. So, perspective drawing is an essential skill for architects, designers, and artists. By mastering this technique, we can create compelling, realistic visualizations that enhance communication and creativity. In the next video, we can discuss the perspective drawing's sciography. That how can we provide sciography in perspective drawing. Thank you for joining this discussion.